Welcome to Week 6 here at Inside the NEFL. I'm Nathan Miles.
I'm Amy Van Stippen.
And we're being brought to you today by Big D's, the Ramada in Green Bay, Jim's John's, as well as Rivers Bend in Howard. We had a lot of action in Week 5, including one major upset, so let's get right into it. Recapping Week 5, the Force beat the Blast 48-7, and the Predators shut out the Gladiators 62-0. The Dragons beat the Phoenix 34-0. The Stampede upset the Pioneers in superior 27-24 to shake things up out west. The Crush beat the Storm 59-23 in Kimberly, and the Giants beat the Spartans 42-30. The offensive player of Week 5 was quarterback Keldrick Stokes. He was 11 of 20 for 247 yards and 5 touchdowns against the Gladiators.
And now for the 2-minute drill.
This week on the 2-minute drill, we have offensive line coach Jason Isaac from the Green Bay Gladiators. Jason, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Nate, for having me.
Now, Jason, last week you guys lost to the Predators, the defending champions, 62-0. What are your thoughts on that game?
Well, you got to give it up to them. They're a fantastic football team, and they really out-executed on every aspect of the game. The special teams are strong. Their defense really didn't allow us to move the ball very well, and their offense showed by putting up 62 points that they pretty much scored at will.
Now, this week you guys have the Fox Valley Force, the first time you're going to see them out of twice in the last 3 weeks here, closing out the regular season. This is a big Eastern Division matchup. If you're able to sweep the Force this season, if you are able to win out, you guys win the Eastern Division. What are you looking to accomplish here in this game?
Well, we're really looking to build on the game that we had last week. After watching the film, we've seen that we didn't really execute very well. There were better athletes on both sides of the ball, but there are a lot of things that we could do better also. So really what we're looking for is execution, going back to some of the fundamentals basically on both sides of the ball for us, and just seeing what we can do when we play a perfect game.
Now, you guys have them at home this week. The home crowds have been pretty good for you guys this year. Do you think that that'll play a factor? I know that they bring the cowbells, and those can be quite distracting. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, you definitely, the cowbell, you definitely hear that during the game. But it's kind of nice, the two teams, us and the Force, are kind of shaping into our own little rivalry here. So I would expect the Gladiator crowd to be lively.
All right, well, thank you very much, Jason, for joining us, and good luck this week.
Thanks, Nate.
The Crush and the Dragons duke it out in this Central Division matchup. The Crush are coming off of a dominant victory in which the offense put up over 50. The Dragons' defense is much tougher and will be putting pressure on the Eau Claire quarterback all day long. If Riza Mahmood can repeat his stellar performance from last week, the Dragons will take this one. The Crush at the Dragons at 3 p.m. this Saturday at Minnetonka High School in Minnetonka, Minnesota. The Pioneers have now lost twice in a row, something that hasn't happened in years to St. Paul. The Giants got back on track with a win at home this last week. In order to keep up with the teams in the West, the Giants must rely on wideout Andre Hernandez and their passing game to come up big. The Pioneers at the Giants at 5 p.m. this Saturday at RC Technical College in Rochester, Minnesota. The Fox Valley Force can wrap up the Eastern Division with a win this week against a wounded Gladiators squad. The Force finally face a team with a winning record, and the Gladiators are hungry after getting blown out. Green Bay must win and rely on their normally stout defense to keep the division championship within reach. The Force at the Gladiators at 4 p.m. this Saturday at Bayview Middle School in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The Spartans are one of the season's surprise teams, and not for the same reasons as last year. The Predators continue to fly high as just about everyone got in on the scoring action last week. Keldrick Stokes looks to be hitting his stride and will need to continue his progress this week in order to stay ahead of the Dragons. The Spartans at the Predators at 6 p.m. this Saturday at Carson Park in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. The Phoenix were beaten pretty handily last week by the Dragons. The Stampede pulled out a big game against the Pioneers to blow the West wide open. Minnesota has the Stampede twice and the Pioneers once, and will need to win this week to keep their slim playoff chances alive. Look for Darren Edwards to get a lot of carries in this one. The Phoenix at the Stampede at 4 p.m. this Saturday at Old Hogs Field in Superior, Wisconsin. The Storm and the Blast have come to the same point this season as they have last year, facing each other without a win. The Storm's offense has had glimpses of productivity, and quarterback Sean Golden will need to play mistake-free football in order to win this one. The points will come early and often as the salvation of these teams' seasons begin this week. The Storm at the Blast at 6 p.m. this Saturday at North Central High School in Powers, Michigan.
Hello and welcome to your Week 6 weather. Thursday and Friday we're going to have some nice sun, but unfortunately it is going to be moving out, bringing in the showers. So obviously going to be rainy, Hot and muggy as well for your games this weekend. We're looking at 88 in Minnetonka, 83 in Green Bay, 81 up in Powers, Michigan, and a lot cooler 68 in Superior. And that's your weather.
From all of us here at Inside the NEFL, I'm Nathan Miles.
And I'm kind of a big deal.
We want to thank you for joining us this week. We hope you join us after our brief hiatus. We'll be back on the week of July 12th. You can also subscribe in the meantime to our YouTube channel, Inside the NEFL.
Stay safe out there, guys.
And always keep your eyes on the prize. Catch you next month.